I wanted to film this because I have gotten some questions on what my son's name is. I feel like it's a perfect time to share my reasonings for why I am not putting my son on the internet and the challenges with that, because there are definitely some that I didn't think about, but I still think that it is absolutely the best decision. I'm gonna be telling you guys all about that in today's video because I feel like it kind of sums everything up, and that way I don't have to keep explaining it. If anybody else asks, I can just send them over to this video. So if you guys are unaware, I gave birth to my son on May 17th, and he was a planned C-section because he was 9 pounds 8 ounces when he was born. He was measuring really big, and there were some risks that came with that, so I decided to have a planned C-section. I did a video on that, and I also did a video on my birth story in general because it was very traumatic, and on top of that, it is our first baby, so it was extra hard. Then I got pregnant. I honestly didn't know that I wasn't going to put him on the internet. I thought that maybe he'd be in some vlogs or something, so I knew I wanted to start a vlog channel. Before he was who he is, I didn't think I was gonna feel so private about him, so it was something that as the pregnancy progressed and we'd feel him move and I felt more connected to him, that I got more territorial, and I started feeling like, you know what, I don't think that I'm gonna put him on the internet. And then when we picked his name, I was like, everybody is gonna love this name. I mean, maybe not everybody. Small, tiny chance that me putting his name on the internet could affect him in his life at all is something that I just don't feel like is worth it. So as the pregnancy progressed, and really towards the end before I gave birth, my husband and I, we had a talk about, are we gonna put him on the internet at all? My husband is super private anyway. He doesn't use the internet. He had social media for a little while that he didn't use, but he actually ended up deleting everything. So he doesn't even use the internet, and it's really important to me that whatever we do with our son is a mutual decision between the both of us. So we sat down and we had a talk about, you know, are we gonna post pictures of him on my social media? Like, is he gonna be in any videos? Are we gonna show his face? Like, what are we gonna do about that? And we weighed the pros and cons of it, and it was a very easy decision before I gave birth. Originally, I wasn't even gonna show the side of his face. There was gonna be no pictures. None. I used the internet when it was like Windows 95, and you know, I used the Paint program and played Wolfenstein 3D. It was so new. Like, the internet is still so new. There's just a lot that I don't know. Like, I don't know how what we put on the internet could affect us in the future. I don't understand technology fully. I just don't know what putting my baby on the internet could mean in the long run. I will say this, that after he was born, I take pictures of him every single day, pictures and videos constantly. He's the cutest baby in the world to me, and I may be biased because I am his mom, and I think that, you know, we should all think that our babies are the cutest baby in the world, but me and my husband are obsessed with him. We think he is so cute, so we're constantly taking pictures and videos, and it did get to a point where I really want to show my baby off because he's so cute, and I want everybody to see how cute he is, and he looks a lot like me. He also looks like my husband. You can definitely see both of us, especially when you look at my husband's baby pictures. But in my family, like, nobody looks like me, so when I look at him, I see me in him, and it is the weirdest thing in the world because I've never seen myself in anybody else's face. I've never seen anybody that looks like me. I look vastly different than anybody else in my family. You know, I just really got to this point where I was like, oh my god, like, I wish that I could show him because he's so cute, and I know people really want to see him. When you become a parent, what you think you're gonna do versus what you actually do are two completely different things. I didn't feel like at the beginning that it would be a big deal at all to show him on the internet. And then at the end, it got to a point where it's scary. And then actually, there was one day I told my husband, I was like, these pictures of him are so cute. And I keep flooding all my friends and family with photos of him. And I was like, maybe we could just post some on occasion. I got this like clear plastic shower mount for my phone. It attaches to the shower wall. And I was taking a shower scrolling through TikTok one day, and I came across this TikTok. It was the same day that I was considering posting a picture where you could see our son's full face. I came across this TikTok that disgusted me. And I don't even want to say like the full details of this TikTok, but it was basically talking about, you know, people who look at normal pictures of babies for things that I'm not even going to mention. Just disgusting, horrible, awful people. And this person was like, if you knew that there was a person like this at a pool, at a swimming pool, would you then go take your child there? You would know that there was a predator there. You wouldn't take your child to that swimming pool knowing that there's a predator there. Knowing that there are people on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube that just go through and save normal videos and pictures of kids and babies. That is not something that I want my son's photos and videos to be a part of. And I'm not trying to shame anybody else who puts their kids on the internet, but I've seen some social media moms who have been really good at not showing their children very often and showing them very rarely, or showing just like, you know, the back of their head in vlogs or something like that. Like Melanie Murphy here on YouTube does it really, really well, where it's like she does videos about her, you know, being a parent, but she doesn't exploit her son at all. And you do see the side of his face or the back of his head, but you can't really see what he looks like. And I feel like it's really awesome how she does it in protecting her son and protecting their family. That's something that I feel like I'm kind of taking notes from her book on it, and I think that more people should. But like I said, I'm not here to like shame what people do or what they don't do. You have to do what you think is best, and what I think is best for my son could be different than what you think. But you know, I grew up on the internet, and I remember the way that it was versus the way that it is now. It used to be very like private, like more private, like your social media was very friends only and things didn't really get pushed out there too hard. But these days, like if you post a picture of your baby on Instagram, that picture that you posted, if you have a public profile, is going to end up in the explore page. He's our son and we feel very protective over him, and it's really important for us to not exploit him. And sometimes I wish that social media had a little bit more of the nostalgia flair that it used to have, where you could post things and it be kept private and not get out there and, you know, to the internet verse and to the hands of people you don't know. But it's just gotten so, it's just changed. It's not something I'm comfortable doing. And I don't even use my Facebook, so he doesn't even have pictures going over there. I literally just text pictures of him to my friends, and the ones that seem to enjoy them the most are the ones that I continue to send pictures to. And now, if anything I'm saying is something that's making you consider not posting your children on the internet, I have some really great suggestions for you for what you could do to fulfill that need that you have to take pictures and to show them. Back in the 90s when I was born, there wasn't stuff like social media. What we used to do was we used to take pictures with cameras and put them in photo albums, and then people could come over to your house and flip through the photo albums if they wanted, or you could. It was like a physical thing. And also, those pictures can't get deleted, okay? So what I decided to do instead was to get pictures developed, get photo albums, send developed photos to family in the mail. We're gonna be sending some to Mark's parents because they live in Vermont. Get photo albums and put pictures in photo albums that are physical copies that are printed off, and put them on your coffee table. I just recently got a, it's like a Polaroid printer. It prints Polaroid photos of your like pictures that you've taken on your phone. It prints them out like a Polaroid, and then they have Polaroid photo albums. So I'm gonna be printing off a bunch of Polaroid pictures of them and putting him in that, and it kind of like helps with that need to show him and to look at pictures. We also have a baby book that I've actually been filling out. There are a lot of people that get baby books, get distracted, use social media too much, and don't fill out the baby book. So we're putting pictures and his prints and things like that in the baby book, and actually actively filling it out. And doing things like that really helps with, you know, that itch to post on social media. And I also think that a lot of us wouldn't really think to do it if other people weren't doing it. And we're in such a social media world where we really do want to share everything, and I do feel like it's okay to leave some things private. If you guys were a part of my channel the way that it used to be, I used to share everything too much. Like I would get on there and give so many details to my life and my past, and talk about people that I used to be friends with, stuff that I wish that I never did. I learned as I've gotten older that it's okay to keep some things private, like share what you are willing to share and keep the rest to yourself. So yes, that's why I've only shown the side of my son's face, and there won't be very many times where that happens. But you know, on occasion you may see the side of his face or the back of his head, and I don't know if one day I'll feel differently. I don't know. Maybe one day in 5 years I'll be like, here's our son. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I don't anticipate that's gonna happen. But right now in 2022, this is how I feel today, and it's a mutual decision between my husband and I that this is just something that we wanted to do. And I've seen people say, you know, it's his decision on if he wants to be on the internet, and I may have said that, but it's actually not, because even when he is at an age where everybody else is giving their kids Instagram and stuff like that, like, I don't think that we're gonna do that with him. He's probably gonna want to post himself on the internet before we're going to allow him to, because even when I was 11 years old in 2001, it was dangerous, and now it's even more dangerous. So his safety comes first and foremost, and it's just something that you don't think about until you become a parent. Some people choose to keep their kids and babies more private like we have, and others choose to post them, and that's fine. I follow people on YouTube that post their kids and babies, and I love watching their kids and babies grow up and, you know, seeing how cute they are. And I feel like those parents are very brave, because that's not me. Like, even with the picture that I posted on my Instagram, I was really anxious to post it, and I was like, is this the right thing? Should I even be posting these? You know, it's not like it's easy, because you look at your baby and you think that he's so cute. Once it's shared, it's out there, you've gotten that excitement of sharing it is gone, and now you have no idea who has it. Rest assured, he is right here, guys. Right here in my arms. So he's here in this video, you just can't see him. I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and I'm definitely curious what your guys' thoughts are on this topic. I will be coming back very soon for another video. I was gonna try and film like a day in the life of like a working breastfeeding, like exclusively breastfeeding mom video today, to show how difficult it is to work and also exclusively breastfeed. If I was, you know, expressing having my husband bottle feed like I was in the beginning, it'd be easier because I would get more time, but I've made the decision to exclusively breastfeed, at least for now, so no more bottles. I will definitely talk about that if you guys want me to. Are you curious? I don't know, is that boring? Like, why I made the decision to start exclusively breastfeeding and not accept the help to feed him with a bottle. But yeah, that's where we're at. So, you know, he eats every 2 hours, sometimes even before that. And when you're trying to, you know, do videos like this where you're not putting your son in it, it can be really difficult. And that is one of the challenges, is that if I was showing him, I would have been able to film this hours ago, because he could have been on my chest or whatever. But now I just get things done when I get them done, and spend every second that I possibly can with our baby, because he's changing every single day, you guys. I'm loving every second of being a mom. If I could have a million babies, I would. But also, I don't want to take the attention from him, because I'm just obsessed with him. I love him so much. But I am gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. If you guys aren't subscribed to my main channel, it will be linked in the description, and I'll be seeing you guys soon for another one.